A beacon of hope and justice, introducing Martin Luther King Jr., a man who would become a symbol of the fight for civil rights. Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister, a role that deeply influenced his approach to activism. He was a powerful speaker known for his ability to inspire and mobilize people. King fought tirelessly for equality for all people, regardless of their race or background. He believed in a peaceful world where justice and love would prevail over hatred and violence. King was born in Atlanta, Georgia, a city with a rich history and deep-seated racial divides. He grew up experiencing segregation firsthand, witnessing the harsh realities of racial discrimination. This unfair system separated people based on their race, creating a society of inequality and injustice. King knew this was wrong and felt a deep calling to challenge these injustices. He wanted to change it, to create a world where everyone could live freely and equally. King studied the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, who had successfully used nonviolent resistance. Gandhi used nonviolent resistance in India. This approach deeply inspired King. He saw the power of peace and nonviolence as a means to achieve social change. King decided to use this approach in the American Civil Rights Movement, leading with love and peaceful resistance. Champion of civil rights, King's fight for equality. The civil rights movement fought for equal rights for African Americans. They faced discrimination in many areas. This included voting, education, and housing. King became a leader in this movement. King led boycotts, marches, and protests. He did this without using violence. He spoke out against injustice. King faced opposition and even went to jail. But he never gave up his fight for equality. King's message resonated with people across America. He spoke of love, understanding, and forgiveness. He called for unity and an end to racism. A dream heard around the world, the March on Washington, a pivotal event in the fight for civil rights. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. He stood before hundreds of thousands of people, a sea of faces united for change. The world listened to his powerful words hanging on every sentence. King spoke of his dream for America, a vision of unity and equality. He dreamed of a nation where his children would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by their character. He dreamed of a nation where everyone was treated equally, regardless of race. The "I Have a Dream" speech became a defining moment in American history. It galvanized the civil rights movement, giving it new momentum. It inspired people around the world to fight for justice and equality, echoing King's dream. Section 4, The Power of Peace, King's Nonviolent Resistance. King believed in the power of nonviolence. He followed the teachings of Jesus Christ and Mahatma Gandhi. King knew that violence only begets violence. He chose a different path. King taught his followers to resist injustice peacefully. He trained them to remain calm in the face of aggression. He showed the world that love was stronger than hate. King's nonviolent approach was very effective. It exposed the brutality of segregation. It won the hearts and minds of many Americans. Section 5, A Legacy of Change, King's Enduring Impact. Martin Luther King Jr. was tragically assassinated in 1968, a year that marked a profound loss for the civil rights movement and the world. His death was a tragedy for the world, leaving a void in the hearts of millions who believed in his vision. But his legacy continues to inspire generations, transcending time and geography. His powerful words and courageous actions changed the course of history, igniting a movement that would reshape society. King's relentless efforts led to the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, a landmark legislation. This pivotal law outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin, paving the way for a more inclusive society. He also played a crucial role in the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, another significant milestone. This law guaranteed the right to vote to all citizens, ensuring that every voice could be heard in the democratic process. Today, we remember King for his courage, his compassion, and his unwavering belief in equality and justice for all. His message is as relevant today as it was then, resonating with those who continue to fight for civil rights. King's enduring legacy reminds us that we all have a role to play in creating a just and peaceful world, where equality is not just a dream but a reality.